We have about 1,000 students. It does involve practical classes, lectures, and workshops. So the lectures are about 500 students at a time. Practicals about 60 students, so we do many iterations of those throughout the week. And of course, in teaching a very large unit, we have a large number of demonstrators, sessional staff who are also teaching in the unit. We have about 40 of those. So logistically, it's a big unit to run. And although it is a first semester unit, there are many students who are immediate school leavers, but there are many students who are in the unit for other reasons. They may be third-year students who just need it to finish off their degree. They could be students from other schools who are just taking this unit as out of interest or as to add some breadth to their degree. Inclusive teaching can be a little bit challenging in a unit of this size because it can be difficult to really understand the diversity of the cohort. There will be many students who I won't be able to talk to in the semester. I might teach one class, but there are many classes that I'm not teaching. And so we have to use other means to get a sense of the diversity of the cohort, to understand them. Talking to students is also gives us new insights. And I'll talk to students in lots of different ways. I might talk to them after a lecture. I might talk to them in a practical class that I'm teaching. And we're communicating with students on email all the time as well. So I hear about student experiences of the unit and student experiences more generally through lots of different means. And this can all be really helpful in understanding how the students are experiencing our course and how different students are experiencing it differently. The first thing from understanding the diversity of the cohort is not to make assumptions when talking to students. So one very simple example of this is we know that there are many students in our cohort who have done biology at high school, and we also know that there are many who have not. And so in lectures, we're conscious not to say things like, of course, you would already know X, Y, Z, because that will be very alienating for students who haven't done biology before. They might immediately think things like, oh, I shouldn't be here. I don't feel, So being conscious of not making assumptions about not just things like what students might have experienced before, but their own personal experiences. So another example of that is we're teaching human biology, of course. So we might be teaching about different diseases. There may well be students who have personal experiences of those diseases. We teach about human diversity, and we know that our cohort is a group of diverse humans as well. So we know that whenever we're talking about these things, that we are talking to people who may well have very personal connections with some of this material. So I think it's always really important to talk about things respectfully, objectively, and to also listen if students may say to us, I feel uncomfortable about the way this was raised, and to take that on board and to change things for the better in future.